Hi guys, you're watching Cardz TV. This is Mary, and it's Tuesday and time for another Ruby Tuesday scripture freebie from Dee over at Dee's Bugaboo Boutique. And this week, Dee has done one from Proverbs, turned it into word art, and this is Proverbs 12:18. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. And you can see in the background she's got the word healing in kind of a gray. And I love what Dee said about the scripture over on her blog, about how sometimes we might speak out of anger or out of haste and hurt somebody, and we want to always remember to go back and apologize and, try to undo what we've done with our words. We can never take our words back, but we can still apologize and, tell the person that we're sorry and try to make it better with them. But I thought the shape of this scripture lent itself really well to a bookmark. And I've always loved the tags that are in the Sweet Treats cartridge. I've used them quite often. I like tags, bags, boxes, and more, but I think the tags in Sweet Treats are a lot cuter, and there's a lot more different styles of them. So we're going to use this tag on page 35, and I cut this at 5 3/4. And it's this tag right here on the page with the triple dip ice cream cone. Oh, that looks good. So that's on page 35. And you can see here I've already cut them out. I cut one out of the ivory cardstock, and it's pretty thick. And this is at 5 3/4. Then I have some Heidi Grace paper here. This is paisley. I love it because it's got a little pink, a little blue, and a little lavender, and a little bit of black, and this pretty green. But I cut this one also at 5 3/4, and then for the back side of my bookmark, I used flip, so it'll flip it around and the hole will line up. If you don't do that, your hole is going to be off in your bookmark just a little bit, because this is not a perfectly round hole in this bookmark. It's a little bit oval shaped, so you want to make sure and use flip. Now, if you don't have a crooked expression, you have a baby bug, just flip your paper over when you cut this one, and it'll do the same thing. It's just a little extra step you'll have to do. But I'm going to take some Scotch quick dry adhesive and put my bookmark together, put all 3 layers together, and then I'm going to take my scripture and add it to the front, and I'll probably use the quick dry as well. And when I get it all put together, I'm going to run it through my little Xyron. I've had this thing for quite a while. Don't even know if you can get the 505 now. I think it's a 500 maybe, or a 510. But you can get a laminating cartridge for these. I got this one ages ago when I had my scrapbook store, so I don't really know where to tell you to look for these. Probably anywhere that sells Xyrons or scrapbook supplies, you could get the laminating cartridge for this. But when I get all this put together, I'm going to run it through here and laminate it and trim it. And then we're going to take some pink ribbon and put through the hole for our bookmark, and we'll have a really pretty little bookmark to use for ourselves or to give as a gift. You can make lots of these because this is a real quick, easy project, and of course your scripture is going to be highlighted on there. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this put together, and I'll show you what we've got in just a minute. Okay, here's my bookmark all put together, front and back, and I've run it through the Xyron. And what I'm going to do now is take my bone folder, and I'm going to go around the edge of the bookmark to seal those edges before I trim it. Now, if you don't have a laminator and you like to laminate this, you can use that clear contact paper and do the same thing. I better go around this little part right here too. I'm going to punch this out, and I'm going to go ahead now and take my scissors and start trimming, and I'm going to leave just a little bit of an edge, and then we'll put the ribbon in and we'll have our little bookmark all completed. Okay, here's our completed bookmark, all ready to go inside. We can give this as a gift or use it for ourselves, and it's nice and sturdy because we've used 3 layers. A layer of cardstock, and you can use either paper for your front and back, or you can use more cardstock, which will make it even more sturdy. But thanks so much to Dee for providing the scripture word art for us. And I'm going to give you a link to Dee's blog so you can go over and download this one for yourself, guys. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.